Somebody called me a brainwashed IPOB boy. Well, very interesting that people are agitated when you talk about Biafra. People get angry. I don't know whether it gets them annoyed when we talk about dividing Nigeria and going our separate ways. Even the South people are saying that we are not going to join Biafra. Biafra should go on their own. Everybody is wanting on hating on the Igbo people when they talk about Biafra. Well, I'm less concerned if you call me an IPOB brainwashed boy. I know there are some people that are brainwashed, that are Igbos, they are brainwashed, and those are the ones that believe that Nigeria as a country will get better by the day. These are the ones that are really, really brainwashed. If you are looking for brainwashed people, you look at Igbo people that believe in the unity of Nigeria. Nigeria only benefits the elite class. It doesn't benefit you. It can never, ever benefit you. I go on the street and I hear APC supporters, staunch APC supporters, bigots. You have not seen bigots. I've seen bigots before. Bigots complaining and cursing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, cursing the APC party. I went to a place to buy food, a typical Yoruba place to buy food, and I sat down there. I was surprised. This was at a garage. This garage, you have Agberos occupying that garage. You should expect that these people should naturally support the APC. I met with one of the Agbero, the top guys, the Agbero top guys, and what this guy said about the APC and Tinubu, I was shocked to my marrow. Does Tinubu know what these guys are planning, or what is in the minds of these guys? You think I'm lying? One day I'll try and do an interview and you get the full picture of, they might not want to show their face, but you get the full picture of what I'm saying. The people that are even supporting this government are causing the government big time. So the people that are brainwashed are the people that think that Nigeria can work at any point in time. You are the ones that are brainwashed, that Nigeria can work. These are the people that are brainwashed. For the fact that I've sat down, I've looked at it left, right, center. With this crop of leaders that you have in power, nothing can change. It is only magic. They are going to be mystical, mysterious. The more you look, the less you see. That's what they are going to be experiencing from a government like this. We made analysis of how the Lagos state government is spending Lagos funds. They are building structures and all have you. They know that the citizens are gullible, illiterate. Most of them don't grasp. They don't understand what governance is all about. Whatever they tell them, they should appreciate. For the fact that Lagos state government increased minimum wage from 70,000 to 85,000, they are doing their best. Other economies that are supposed to be compared to Lagos are doing far better than what Lagos is doing. But Lagos knows that it is the big brother in Nigeria. So you look for one small state and bring that state and say Lagos is better than. No, Lagos is a different state entirely. It has its peers. If Lagos ends big, the civil servant needs to earn big. That is normal. Don't come and be gaslighting people. So they know that the brainwashed people are Nigerians, not the IPOB. The brainwashed people are some people that are fighting for Biafra are also brainwashed by some leaders in this Biafra struggle or agitation. We have them. They're plenty. They're in their thousands, if not in their millions, being brainwashed by certain number of persons. I understand, but I am not that IPOB boy that is brainwashed. I understand how government works. I'm interested in politics. I'm interested to go into and practice politics. I've worked in some sectors and I've understood how government works. And I've seen the Nigerian case. The Nigerian case, nothing changes. Nothing can change. Nothing can turn around for the better. Earlier in this administration, when Tinubu won the election, I predicted that Tinubu was going to win the election. When Tinubu won the election, I told the people that it is their taxes that they will use to run the government. Every other money that the government is going to make from your oil, from whatever, revenue or whatever, natural resources, other things, loans and grants, will be embezzled by the government and be used for oversight functions. Look at Ojuzo Kalu, former governor of Abia State, saying that 40 million that is being paid is little. Look at the kind of leaders that have surrounded themselves, both present, past, and future leaders that have surrounded themselves around the corridor of power. And you think that these people you find here mean well. An average Nigerian wants to seize opportunity at power and make sure that he also inflict his own havoc, go and loot and embezzle his own money. Look at the governor of Akwa Ibom State, billions of naira in renovating a building that is already comfortable for the government to stay. Billions of naira are allocated to so many things. A pastor. This is not just an ordinary politician, a pastor governor. Looking at how he's embezzling money within his first year. If the budget ministry did not expose some of these things, you won't know. So the brainwashed people are the Nigerians that think that the government have them at heart or are interested in their welfare. No. These people are just interested in building infrastructure that will look good to them, that they and their children can use, or what they can use to bamboozle you. You see, when a 419 wants to go big, 419, he can build structures that he can use to deceive his client. That is what the government of the day is doing. Any infrastructure they do, if it does not boil down to the last person, to the masses, if it does not reflect in the lifestyle of the masses, it does not go anywhere. I'm using example. I always use examples of Ebonyi State, example of Rivers State. Look at the statistics. The human infrastructure in Rivers State is one of the lowest in Nigeria. In Ebonyi State, poor, they have infrastructure. At the end of the day, what happens? It is easier for you to take 10 million to Rivers State. You can start a movement because of how poor, how illiterate, how ignorant the people are in Rivers State. You can see what Wike is doing. You can see the influence he has. If it's a state that they have human development, they have invested in the education of the people in those states, do you think that they will be playing them up and down? The people know what to do. They know the right thing to do. It's just bamboo. I repeat it. 419ers, when they want to go big, they build infrastructures to deceive people. So the most brainwashed people on earth are Nigerians. Most coward, most brainwashed. They don't know their rights. They can't stand for their right. They cannot die for what they fight for. Now, who is an IPOB? Someone who believes in a country called Biafra. He wants to get out of this. He calls Nigeria a contraption. He doesn't want to be in Nigeria and experience what Nigerians are experiencing. He is not brainwashed. He refused to be brainwashed. That's why most time when these people that are brainwashing Nigerians, when they want to start, when there's a protest, they'll first accuse the Igbo man so as to make sure the Igbo man is not part of that protest. They know that if Igbos are fully involved in whatever protest that will happen in Nigeria, it is going to be effective. But yet, despite the fact that you people are not brainwashed, I'm replying that guy, you that you're not brainwashed, you cannot effect a change in the country called Nigeria. I dare you, there's no change you can effect. All the political gladiators, they are keeping quiet. The average class, they are keeping quiet. That is, if there's any middle class. Middle class are people that are at least not well-to-do, but at least they could afford one or two things. But it's just about the rich and the poor. Nobody is talking. Nobody can stand up. Nobody can push a movement. Everybody is just there. Things are going bad. From 189 naira fuel, just within a year, you have 1,200 naira fuel. In Akwa Ibom, there is an oil-producing state that receives 13%, that receives billions of naira for allocation. They are selling fuel 2,000. There was a time they sold 2,500. Who are the brainwashed people? If you are looking for brainwashed people, come to Nigeria. Look at how people don't understand the power of their votes. People don't understand how government works. That's why NNPC can lie to Nigerians 5 times on national paper, and Nigerians are not even angry that this guy, they don't even realize that they are being deceived by NNPC. When would Cardinal Refinery work? When would Port Harcourt Refinery work? Lies upon lies upon lies upon lies. We are told that NNPC is no more the sole buyer of Dangote PMS. What is happening now? All lies and propaganda. We paid $30 billion in this. All lies. They know that Nigerians are brainwashed people. They cannot verify anything. There's nothing they can verify. The leaders, the rulers, hate people that can stand up to them and make sure they are held accountable. They hate it. That's why anytime they see anybody that is becoming so influential in calling them to order, they find a way to eliminate that person. They like the way Nigerians are brainwashed. Look at what happened in Lagos Island. Bread for family men. How you have reduced. How, if not for the backlash, these people see that, if not for the attacks, people are attacking these guys. Their mentality, that's how they see you. They see you as dogs, goats. So if you are calling me a brainwashed IPB boy, I love it. I love to be brainwashed by the fact that I'm seeking freedom from this system. A system that does not benefit anybody, that would never ever work. Would never ever work. It is not possible for it to work. You can prolong your days of slavery. At this point in time, they can give you a lifeline. Look at what Buhari did the other time. Took oil reserves, gas reserves, borrowed money up front, printed 20 trillion naira. You can say $65 billion. And there is no accountability. Is that not enough for you to halt the country and say, wait a minute. Let's find out what this man used the money to do. Let's investigate to the letter. Let people be arrested. Wait, we cannot continue, but yet you people move on as if there's nothing. They churn out figures, they lie to you. They know that empty. When you go to Twitter, when you go on social media, the people that make the loudest noise are the most empty. And there are many among influencers, brainwashed set of people. Empty. They are just loud, empty people. Now, when you talk about Lagos, someone say, why don't you go to your, maybe under this post now, someone say, why don't you go to your state? Blah, 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 blah. Those things are all balderdash. I was engaging a Ronu, an APC Ronu, and he said one thing. You see, what about Nigerians that are brainwashed, that when you ask them critical questions, they cannot answer. They don't have figures. The people that are brainwashing them know the answer, but they will hide. They will hide away from it. They will hide away from it. They were saying, why are you praying for Nigeria not to work? I said, Nigeria will not work, but God Almighty will bless me. Nigeria is designed not to work. Tell me how Nigeria can work. You see, leaders come now and then. The president bought a presidential jet. We can't find no accountability. How much did you use to buy presidential jet? Lagos ministries and parastatals, would they allow independent journalists to go and investigate their records? Monies they are spending. Lagos state government, all their receipts, all their documents, would they allow independent people to go and verify or investigate what they are doing? All they bring is they lie to you and you are brainwashed. You can't do nothing. See, Nigerians are one of the most brainwashed people on earth. I might be an IPB brainwashed because you believe that if you have, somebody said, Tunde Edno said, please, they should not allow Igbo man become president. If they allow Igbo man become president, they will go with Biafra. People are afraid. This is one of their main fears, especially from the north. That's why they want P2B to deputize anybody from the north. If not for that, they will have supported P2B fully to become president. But they are afraid that these guys would leave Nigeria at any slightest opportunity. They can make it happen. They are afraid because of this. This is why you are brainwashed. Look at how the economy is going down. Arab countries that are religious countries will not take half of what Nigerians are taking. Religious Arab countries will not take half of what Nigerians are taking. If you go on the street, everybody's almost frustrated. Those that supported this government, they're almost frustrated. Nothing to write home about. People are becoming prostitutes. Guys are willingly going into fraud because of they have people that have people like this have sense. They have leaders that have sense that will make people just useless their lives. Look at what is happening. North and South Sudan. South Sudan Christian, North Sudan Muslim. Nobody is willing to travel to Northern Sudan. Nobody, I repeat, nobody is willing to travel to Northern Sudan since they splitted. South Sudan is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. It's because these people they felt that they shouldn't be together. We have different ideologies. One of them is brainwashed, one of them is not brainwashed. The Northern Sudan, they believe that they are not brainwashed. The Christian Southern Sudan believe that they are brainwashed. Let us go our separate ways. Since you believe you are brainwashed, you don't have anything to do with brainwashed people. You don't want to have anything to do with brainwashed. Let us go our separate ways and let's see what comes out of it. You think that these guys that are fighting for Biafra are the ones you are seeing on social media? Do you think that they are the ones? If you are going to judge IPOB based on those you see on social media, those you see in the village and everything, shouting on, those are the praise singers that they make a lot of noise. But what is going on the ground, sophisticated. I mean, you cannot stand it, the sophistication that is going on the ground. You cannot stand it. You cannot believe your eyes. Most people are not willing to invest themselves in a Nigeria they believe that will not work. Because I'm not brainwashed to the extent. In Nigeria, they know that will not work. During the election, before the elections, many people were saying that your vote do not count. Some intellectuals came out who told you that the votes will not count. If you don't participate, it will be difficult for them to rig the election. If you don't get involved, it will be difficult for them to rig the election. At the end of the day, what happened? One of them came out to say that I'm so disappointed. That's how it ends. I am so disappointed. When you think people are brainwashed, you don't know you are the one that is brainwashed. You'll be so disappointed. With all the there was massive voting during the last election, irrespective of the fact that some particular people were deprived of their voters card intentionally. If you have a certain name and it sounds like a certain tribe, your name sounds like a certain tribe, those at the INEC office will find a way to delay, make sure you don't get. Look at what happened in Enugu State. In the north, I've repeated this over and over again. I don't know how Nigerians reason. Well, I know that they are brainwashed. This man that is calling me brainwashed, you start now speaking like a brainwashed IPOB boy. We know Nigerians are brainwashed. They have short memory. In the north, they give them voters card in their house. But in the south is where we have students came out for the exercise. 1, 2, or 3 persons, they lie to you. That's the normal way. Nigerian officials, they lie. They lie and they call bluff. Go and do your worst. If you lie, what's your business? So that is the Nigerian you are talking about that have sense. You think that staying in the elections, your vote does not count. Let's start with that. If you think your vote counts, you are just you are even the most brainwashed person in the history of Nigeria. If you think your votes count in Nigeria, you are the brainwashed person. Professors were coming out to say, why would you say votes do not count? Despite the massive turnout during the last election, one of the most after Abiya's election, massive turnout, they rigged the election before your eyes and they call bluff. Go to court. That's what they were telling you. Go to court. They perfected the scheme of rigging. Whether you have turnout, you don't have turnout. Go to court. When will your eyes be opened? You call me a brainwashed IPOB boy. When will your eyes be opened that Nigeria is working for a certain number of persons? The larger society, over 200 million people, Nigeria is not working for them. Is that a system that you want? Go to other countries. Your leaders are liars, propagandists, manipulators, immoral people. There's no moral compass in the country at all. There's no morality. Look at what Fubara was telling the judges, in lawyers and sons in his state. He says God will judge them. These are people that are holding authority. These are sons, though. Have you been to a local government secretariat? Have you been to a ministry before, or a commission, commissioner's office? Try and go. A federal ministry, go. And you see that Nigeria is lost. You are there behind your pad. You are just bragging and saying 1 or 2 things that this one. when you go to these places, you know that Nigeria is far from. Some people that have worked in those ministries will come out and say, Nigeria will never get better. Not you. You know that you people are wasting your time. So I accept being a brainwashed IPOB boy. I accept that I want to get away from this system that does not work, to create another system. We are revolutionaries. We are revolutionaries. We stand on our feet. We stand on our feet. If Nigeria were to work, we will know that the Igbo man sees very far. We have seen it since 1960. Nigeria, since 1960, that people have tried. The North and South have tried. They do this, they do that. They turn this, you have tried. At the end of the day, what has happened? How far? How is Nigeria faring? Nigeria is going down, down. You that you are not brainwashed too. Nigeria is going down, down, down the drain. Nothing to show for Nigeria. Well-endowed country, all manner of natural resources. Look at arable land for agriculture. At the end of the day, people come, they deceive you because you are brainwashed. Just take a news piece or the Dangote refinery, whatever information. Take it to an average Nigerian like you on the street to analyze what you understand by what the government is saying. You know nothing. The Lagos State governor came and said, we are increasing 85,000 minimum wage. All of you were clapping. That is wonderful. The mob, the Ryunas are laughing at you because you all are brainwashed. Brainwashed set of people. You don't understand what is happening. You don't understand what is coming. I don't care who is sabotaging Biafra or who is fighting, who is making the agitation look somehow. You know, there's some people that make the Biafra agitation look childish. That statement, I don't care. There are people that are genuinely standing, fighting for restructuring of this country, regionalism or whatever. Let this system change so that it can better the lives of a lot of human beings. You are a human being first before Yoruba, Hausa or Igbo or Christian or Muslim. You are a human being first. Vowler.